8 to the 1/3 is like the square root of 8. And we might even see today that sometimes we write things that are variables. So if I asked or told you, hey, what's the 4th root of x? That's the same thing as writing x to the 1/4. Question, Lucas? Did you have a question? Okay. So the bottom number on that fraction becomes what kind of root it is. Okay. And then you might also see things that are written to, like we did with a number on top and bottom. So that's pretty easy. If I saw something like this, I'll use y to the 2/3 power. The way I'd write that as a radical is that be the cubed root of y. So the cubed root I write like with a little 3 and a root symbol. The cubed root of y. And then we just have to square it. So that's what that would look like. Okay, so the very first thing we're going to do together is we are going to rewrite these ones in radical notation, and then we're going to go the other direction. So 27 to the 2/3. The number on the bottom is the root. So that's the cubed root. So I write the cubed root of 27. The top number is what exponent I raise it to. So then I would square it. When there's just a number on the bottom, then you just don't write it to an exponent. This is a 5th root. I'd write the 5th root of w. Yes? The root, the type of root it is the number that's on the bottom. So the number on the bottom here is what? 3. So this is the cubed root of 64. And then I have to square it. So square it. How are we doing, Chloe? Write these down. Okay, what about if it's a variable like this? Then you just, then it's just a variable. I can't ask you to simplify it. I could maybe ask you to simplify the number ones, but the goal today isn't simplifying, it's just recognizing what kind of root means what kind of radical. What kind of root is this one? 4th root. So I write the 4th root of k, and then I cube it. Okay. What do you, so do you see here how on the top there was a first power? So then I don't have to, you can write a first if you want. I'm not going to mark you wrong if you do, but like we typically don't have to write a first power because it doesn't mean you do anything. Okay. All right. Yes.
So if it's like how you have the integrated where it's like 1/5, so you wouldn't write the 1, right? Because it's just
Yeah. I mean, if you want to write it, you can. I wouldn't mark it wrong. Okay. So in general, like if I'm writing a root, let's write a root. This number here, I'll call it m, goes on the bottom or denominator of the fraction. And if you're raising it to a power, we'll call it n, that goes on the top of the fraction. So if that helps you. That m is the denominator, and that n is the numerator. Okay, so this time you're going to tell me what the exponent is, what fraction exponent is. This. So 8, the cubed root of 8 squared. That would be 8 to the what? 2/3. 8 to the 2/3. Okay, this one. Somebody want to try that one? That would be 4 over 5. Okay. Now what if there's no, Shane, what if there's no exponent? Then what power is that? 1. So Shane, you want to try this one? M to the what? 1 over 8. And 24, is there such a thing, are we really going to evaluate 11th roots? Probably not, but it's there, you can do any root in the world. Okay, what fraction would this be? 7 over 11. Okay. Questions so far? All right, we're gonna, you guys had to do 1 through 12. I am going to check homework tomorrow on pages 6 and 7. You're gonna get all of the time that we have remaining to work on 7. So it's really not meant to be a homework assignment. It's meant to be an in-class assignment. I'm not quite there, Shane, yet, so let's do a couple more together and then you can ask your question. Okay. The questions on these, we're going to do these ones together, are the following statements true? If they are, then justify your answer. Okay.
Why isn't it if they aren't?
What?
Why isn't it if they aren't?
Well, you'll see. Is this true? Is 5 to the 2/3 the same as the cube root of 5 squared?
Yeah.
Yes. I see the 3 and it goes with that, and the 2, I don't know that that's really how I can justify my answer. Really, I want to justify your answer if it's false, okay? So what about this one? Is that true? No. How would I write that? I should write that as the 4th root of 16 to the 5th power, okay? How about this? Ooh, wait a second. Oh, that's true, isn't it? Because isn't 16 to the 0.75 the same thing as 3/4?
Yeah.
Okay. How about this one? How about 16? False. That should be the 6th root of x to the 11th. 17? False. Why is it false? This should be the 7th root. So it should be the 7th root of y to the 3rd. How about 18? That's right. I'm going to erase my board. How about 19? That is true. $20? No. False. See that 3? That means it's on the bottom of the fraction. That should be the cube root of b to the 5th. How about 21? True. All right, now, do you see there's little question marks and a little box? So now what we're gonna do, some of them at the end get tricky. You gotta think a little bit because you gotta be able to reduce fractions. Uh-oh. Not at the beginning though. What would have to go in this question mark to make this true? 23. Uh-oh. What's the problem with 24? Yeah, so on the numerator of the fraction exponent is a 3, but this is a 7. So 3/4 is equal to 6 over what? Oh.
But it's not a 7, it's a 6. It's 7.
I said 7? Sorry, I meant to say 6. I wrote it, but I said. Okay, so the answer to that is 8. Okay, all right, let's keep going. 25 is an easier one. That's got to be a 4. 26 is an easier one. 3. Oh, what about this? This is 2/5. This would have to be something over, this is a 10th root. Yeah, 4 over 10 is equal to 2/5. All right, we got to do the whole thing this time. What exponent is it? 8 over 3. Yep, just where the little question, just the little question mark, just fill in the question mark. Okay, how about 29? 2 over 9. Ooh, 30.
And I have a question about this one.
1!
Yeah.
Because isn't 7 over, let's not write 7 over 7, let's just write 1. Question, Shane.
Me?
I thought you,
This is about page 6, because I thought we had to, like, do the whole thing.
okay, so if you were gone on Friday, we just did the bottom half together. If you were gone on Friday, you're going to want to use your root card to do the top of it, because that is one of the things I'm going to check tomorrow. But most people in class got it done in class. What you're doing right now is page 7. Okay. Honestly, I want you to work